Hey, how's it going? Hey everybody, my name is Bear, and this week we're doing things a little differently. Gonna mix it up. This week we're gonna do an exercise and we're gonna keep things light. Do you like jokes? What do you call a dog that meditates? A werewolf. The Jewish vampires still need to avoid crosses. A bear walks into a bar and says, "Hey, I'd like a menu and a draft beer." The bartender says, "Sure, but why the big paws?" Hey, so for a pretty long time, the genius that does these videos has been solely focused on a rudimental vocabulary set to an ever so sophisticated backdrop of fart jokes. Please don't take me the wrong way or nothing, I love this fellow. Oh, that's good. But to put it succinctly, if you don't learn to play well, learning to play more things is not going to help you out. You'll just be learning to play more things poorly. So this week, in the spirit of progress, we're going to work on check patterns.
Their gossip won't hurt you or never desert you.
To work on check patterns, step 1 is to turn on your metronome to 80 beats per minute, and step 2 is to turn up the 16th note subdivision. You then play these 4 bars with the met. Now when I say play with the met, I don't mean turn on the met and sort of play at the same time occasionally. I'm talking about your stick hitting the drum absolutely simultaneously with the 16th notes coming through the met. It requires serious focused listening. If you can hear a little bit of the beep after you hit, then you are early. And if you can hear a little bit of the beep before you play, then you are late. You place the notes exactly where you want them, right in the center of those beeps, and control the rhythm with a serious attention to detail. Once you have mastered really syncing up your sound with the met, make it a game for yourself. See if you can play these 4 bars 10 times in a row without any little errors. If you're a little early or a little late on any single note in there, start over. Challenge yourself to be more accurate, more consistently. The act of challenging yourself while playing this game will make you better. Hey yo, I'm in here, you can't see me, peekaboo and whatnot. Once you are completely confident that you play these 4 bars perfectly every time you play them at 80 beats per minute, then you bump up the tempo to 90 beats per minute and play the same game at that tempo. And then 100. You continue to bump it up in increments of 10 until you get to 250 beats per minute. When you can play these 4 bars perfectly at 250 beats per minute at 10 times in a row, buddy, you are good enough. Hey, how about some more jokes? Hey, I tell you, my wife and I were happy for 20 beautiful years. And then we met each other. A dyslexic guy walks into a bra. Hey, so who would win in a fight between a rogue buffalo, a herd of bulls, and that guy behind me? Me. A horse walks into a bar, and the bartender yells, "Hey!" And the horse says, "Buddy, you read my mind." Yeah, I like that one too. Those first 4 measures of check patterns are commonly referred to as the check. Now that you can play the check rhythmically perfectly at many tempos and heights, hey, thanks buddy, that's nice. You move on to the variations. The variations are nearly identical to the check, but with specific notes extracted in each variation. Here, you can read it. You take the rhythm from the variation and you plug it into every beat of 16th notes in the check. Here, I'll let this guy show you I ain't got thumbs. Yeah, buddy, you need to work on that a little bit, don't you? Be very mindful that you are playing the accurate stickings, and just like in the check, be very focused on lining the rhythms up perfectly with the metronome. Listen for the metronome beeps in the spaces that you're leaving in all those variations. Play the same game with each variation that you played with the check. Play each tempo 10 times in a row perfectly, and then move on to the next tempo until you get to 250. When you've played all 14 variations 10 times in a row at 250 beats per minute, you can set your sticks down, run to the phone, and dial 911, because you are on fire, my friend. Now, there are many other details surrounding any exercise of this type, like consistency of stroke, what type of stroke, consistency of velocity and downward force, and on and on. But I don't want to give you more than you can handle, and I kind of don't want to make a 6-hour video about check patterns. But using this process can at least nail down your rhythmic control and accuracy and get you a good start. Play check patterns well, and you can sound like these guys. Hey, thanks everybody, and I hope you liked the jokes. Tune in next week when there will be more jokes. Now, as the man says, tune in to stage 4 percussionandbrass.org for more, and we'll see you in a week with more jokes. Now, go get some chops.